Hi, Tom from BK Nutrition, and in this video I'm going to talk about the three major problems that people face when they're trying to build a leaner, more muscled physique. Now, I've been coaching people for over 10 years. I was a competitive bodybuilder before that. I've done hundreds of diets. I've done thousands of workouts. So I know exactly what works and what doesn't work in order to get a great physique and get a physique that you can be proud of. I've been coaching clients for over 10 years. I've even wrote a book which is called Target Lean, which you can buy on Amazon, and that details a lot of my members. I wrote that, my methods even. I wrote that during lockdown, and all this stuff is designed to help people to get a better physique without doing stupid diets, because we've all done a stupid diet in our time. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to build a better physique. The problem is we have friction points or barriers or roadblocks or whatever you want to call it around us, stopping us from doing that. There's things that get in our way that we don't realize are getting in our way sometimes, and that we just can't see, and they're stopping us getting the body we want. So first of all, we have mindless eating. We don't know what to eat. We have no idea what to eat, because nutrition is a confusing thing. You only have to look at media and Instagram and Facebook and all the articles you read about the latest fad diet, the next best diet that will guarantee to lose your weight. And there's all these weird and wonderful things you have to eat, and it can get very confusing. And because of that, people who aren't, say, qualified in nutrition, such as myself, will look at this and go, well, I don't know what to eat. I have no idea. And so what they do, they just eat whatever they want, and sometimes think they're doing well, but actually are overeating or eating the wrong thing. So there's no plan, there's no well thought out nutrition structure here. It's just what they can get when they can get it, and they hope they're doing the right thing. Then we have pointless workouts. So I own a gym in Bristol, and I have seen people do the same thing week in, week out for years and never change. And the reason is because they are just not doing the right things in order to grow muscle. They're not stimulating the muscle to grow. Yeah, they're lifting some weights. Yeah, they're doing some cardio. But all these things are not stimulating the muscles and the body and telling it where they want it to go. So if you want to have a leaner, more muscled physique, you've got to send the body the signals to do that, and these people aren't. And I see this all the time. It's one of the major things I see. People, they train hard and they do all the stuff they think they should be doing, and they don't see any progress. And the reason is their workouts are pointless. They don't have any plan to it. And then the final part of that is it's difficult to stay on plan. Now, if you've ever tried to do a plan, you'll know that for the first sort of week or so, it's very easy because you've got really good motivation and yeah, I'm going to do this. And then life gets in the way. You know, your kid has a birthday, you have a holiday to go to, you have a social event. All these things, they get in the way. And all of a sudden, your nice, neatly formed plan, which you've been given, doesn't work because it doesn't account for all these things. So we need to have a plan which is easy to stay on, and easy to be more flexible with in order to get the results we want. So the results we do want are, we want to have smarter eating. We want to know what we're going to eat for the results we want. We want to know how much to eat, when to eat it, and also if we want to get into it, the macros, the protein, the carbs, the fats, and all these things which will make sure we are eating for the body we want. But also we want to account for the things that when we are going off plan, when we're going on holiday, when we're going out for a meal out with our friends, we want to be able to incorporate that into it, because it's not all about eating clean. And this is one of the problems people face, is they're always trying to eat clean all the time to lose weight, and that's a major mistake. Then our workouts, we want to be productive. We want to have a plan. We want to know that the workout we're doing is giving us this result at the end. And we want to know that every time we're going into the gym, we are lifting weights and doing the workouts in order to trigger something called muscle protein synthesis, which tells the body to build more muscle. So that's what we want, productive workouts that really do get that 45 minutes to an hour and the maximum amount of muscle built out on the other side of that. And then, of course, we want it to be easy to stay on plan. We want a plan that's flexible. We want something that is easy to follow and that we can adapt and change whenever we need to. Because a plan will work for a time, and then if you're getting results, you'll start to not see results. You reach a plateau. So we want to know when that is and when we need to change it. Or if the plan's not working, we need to change it. So all this comes into being easy to stay on plan and easy to manipulate it for our goals. So how do we do that? So with our eating, we want to have an on-plan nutrition. So this is the majority of the time when we're being good on our diet and we're sticking to it. We want to have a plan that is easy to follow, which is full of foods that we like, which is easy to choose from. We want to be able to, we want steak today or chicken tomorrow, or we want, if you're vegetarian options. We want all these things to be able to pick and choose and not just have a rigid plan to stick to. And then also, we want to have an off-plan nutrition. So if we're going out for a birthday, if we're going on holiday, if we are unexpectedly invited out for a celebratory meal, we want to know that we can eat those foods without feeling guilty, without feeling, oh, I've just messed everything up because I've eaten off my plan. If we have a plan for an off-plan nutrition, we can make sure that when those situations come up, we go, yep, no problem, I'm down with that because I know what I'm doing, I know how to manipulate my plan. Then we want to be able to build muscle fast. So this means that we have workouts that are constructed in line with the most effective and researched methods. Now, I'm a bit of a geek in terms of looking at research and muscle growth research and that sort of thing, and I regularly follow the updates, and there are certain methods to use to be able to maximize a workout and make sure it works for you. So we want to be able to get into the gym, do the right amount of weights, the right amount of sets and volume and everything else, and then get out and feel as though we've actually accomplished something. And then on the other side of that, we want to be able to maximize our physical fitness, because it's no good being just a massive tank who can lift loads of weight if you're unfit and you can't walk and carry that stuff around, and you can't get upstairs, you can't play with your kids. So the other side of the gym workouts is to make sure we are physically fit and we are being more active in our daily lives, so that makes us a more efficient machine. Then we want to manage our influences. So things coming into our external environment, and this will be your work, your social, your friends and family, that sort of thing. They will be influencing you in terms of, oh, just have a chocolate, it'll be okay, that sort of thing. Oh, come out to the pub, don't go to gym today. Those sorts of influences. And yeah, sometimes we want to say, yeah, I want to go to the pub, not go to gym. But we want to be able to manage those influences, make sure they're not taking over our lives and controlling our lives. And then we want to think about the internal influences. And this is our brain telling us to eat the donut we don't want to eat. This is us fighting our own willpower. We want to be able to manage that so we're working with our brains and not against them. And with all of that, with all of those things we're doing, we want to be able to maintain momentum. So we want to keep going and keep going, because the major issue people face is that they have all this motivation at the beginning and they have all this momentum, and all of a sudden they hit one of these red blocks and then bang, they stop, and it is so difficult to get started again. Once you're going, it's easier to keep going, but if you're not ready to adapt and ready to change the plan when you need to, then you're always going to lose momentum. And this is the majority of reasons why people stop on a diet. They encounter some friction, it slows them down, it stops them, and it's incredibly hard to get going again. So those are the three major problems. These are the three solutions that we want, the three things we do want, and outside are the things that we want to put into place in order to get that result. Now, I do have a series of plans put together for this. I won't go into them in this video, but all these things are designed to make sure you get the result you want and you get that body that you want. If you'd like to know more about this, just drop me a message and we can chat about how Build can help you and help you get a leaner, more muscled physique. Thanks for watching, appreciate your time, and I will speak to you hopefully in the future. Bye for now.